there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Defensive penalty sets up a 1st and 5 for the offense. Single back, takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. Buckeyes churn out another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. They'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. As a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the BAT. BAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. And there's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They begin with a quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Linebacker shifting around now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Went after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. There's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air. It's Jackson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The tight end has got it. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
A running play called on 4th down. 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Tie.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. BHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jackson. Oh, and the big fella couldn't quite hold on to that one. Going to set up a 3rd down play.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. Trying to use his legs to make the 1st down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. They'll have to hurry now, 2nd down with the clock ticking. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. They're held out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Alabama offense back onto the field. Quarterback still with the football. Got the first down, now looking for more. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 31. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, I kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone score.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll try the right here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That puts them on top in the second half. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Ball handed off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Third down play for this offense. Takes the toss and heads left. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Toss play, running right. Powers through the tackle, fighting him off. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking for his big tight end. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He hands it off from the gun. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Jackson. It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Grab made by the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. And it's a bunch formation. Now they'll run it on the toss. What do you score here? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
So still an important piece of business to take care of here, the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Fights off a defender. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Just trucks the man. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Now here's the toss play. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? It's a turnover. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Running out of time in the pocket. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.